Did you know that it's impossible to read the Bible without the oral tradition of the Jewish people? Let me explain. Let's look inside of a Torah scroll in order to understand the point that I'm about to make. When Moses wrote the 5 books of Moses, he wrote them without any vowelization. That's right, Hebrew is written with consonants on top and vowel markings underneath. However, these vowel markings were not invented until between the 7th and 10th century by a group of people called the Masoretes. Now, if the physical markings of the vowel system had only been invented between the 7th and 10th centuries, then how could the people properly fulfill the commandments inside of the Torah? Like, how would they even know what it has to say? You can look inside any language, and if you just change the vowels, then all of a sudden you're going to get a different message. There's going to be a lot of ambiguity. Bear in mind that this is not just a storybook we're talking about where ambiguity can be okay. This is the Word of God, and our service is extremely important. We have to know exactly what we're doing each step of the way. So how is it possible that there could be no vowels? In my previous video, I spoke about how the Jewish people learned the Torah orally inside of the desert. And the same thing goes with the vowel system. Moses was given information of what each word means. Now, let me give you an example of why having the correct vowels is so extremely important in our servitude. There's a commandment inside of the Torah that says you're not allowed to cook a kid inside of its mother's chet, lamed, bet. What does that mean? You see, this word, without any vowelization, can mean 2 different things. It can mean chalev, fat, or it can mean chalav, milk. So how do we know which one is which? Are you not allowed to eat fat burgers, or are you not allowed to eat cheeseburgers? Are you not allowed to mix meat and milk, or meat and fat? Let's take this another step further. There's another commandment inside the Bible that says you're never allowed to eat chet, lamed, bet. That's that same word that we just had. What does that mean? Does it mean you're not allowed to eat any dairy products whatsoever? Or does it mean you're not allowed to eat a specific type of fat? Without the vowel system, we would have no clue what this means. You see, when Moses stood on Mount Sinai, God gave him information for what each letter means, and this was taught over to the Jewish people. Everybody knew that you're not allowed to cook a kid in its mother's chalav, in its mother's milk. Everybody also knew that you're not allowed to eat chalev, a very specific type of forbidden fat. Years later, when the Masoretes developed this marking system, they weren't actually transmitting new information. Only the physical forms were new, but the actual vowelization was that which was given to Moses and the Jewish people at Mount Sinai. In order to have any understanding of what the Bible means, you have to go back to the oral tradition. You simply can't understand what the words mean without the correct vowelization. The chalev and chalav issue are just one of many, many instances in which the vowelization makes a massive difference. Stay tuned and we'll keep talking about the oral tradition, and I'll continue to explain to you why it's impossible to observe the Torah without the oral tradition.